faking like our friend the Waffle Man, lying to people on the internet. Stop spreading misinformation, my friend. But, you know, what I was trying to say was both of these folks are absolutely lovely, but watching their gameplay, you would not know it because they are playing mean, they are playing hard, and MVD now with the counterpick to Kalos, wanting some big open space to not let Goblin mix up his landings with these platforms, but more so just get some room away from this Speed Demon to try and blow him up a little.
Yeah, and is working out so far with that 49%, trying to keep the positioning, but Goblin able to get a very nice starter, but not quite able to close it out on the chase, opting for just MVD to go high on that recovery to make it back.
I was going to say, watch C4 on the edge of that platform, but it's gone now. C4 in the tank now over at ledge, trying not to say it too loud because the players are right next to us. We don't want them to hear. Keep that competitive integrity intact, Snivy. Grenade on shield. I like the way MVD is forcing this out. Double and dance not going to do it. Grenade on shield like that forces Roy to kind of come in and grab you, which is the counterplay to Snake. But a lot of Roys are going to try and get a safe swing on your shield, which because between the disjoint and the fire property on his moves means that he's actually going to reversal himself by hitting your shield most of the time.
Yeah, and I like how MVD was just playing patient and shield just to wait for that grenade to blow up because he knows how Goblin just likes to run in there and swing around. And like, yes, he is going to get the stock from that, but if he plays a little more defensive like this, like waiting for Goblin to kind of just like run at him, he could just like very well kind of snowball it into his favor.
I like MVD trying to mix in a down tilt here or there, but he's shown it now too late where Goblin has really established his grounded dominance with down tilt, and now you're trying to find ways in between it, right? You're not forcing Goblin to respect your down tilt. You have to respect his to find your own, which is not let MVD control the ground in the matchup nearly as much as he'd like by forcing him to jump more and try and call out these short hops, which when you have to contest Roy's sword can be so difficult.
Yeah, and the F-Tilt, all right, taking it on the board for MVD, but he's going to have to get past the ledge against Roy, but these grenades are helping him out with that, but still Goblin's doing a really good job at just pressuring the air with just empty movement. No hits, no aerials, no nothing, just empty movement.
And the crouch from Goblin, too, to get underneath the Cypher, or that's so heads up because, right, Roy's crouch not super low. Most people are like, oh, how am I going to hurt box shift and have this be useful? Well, Goblin just showed you, folks, because that Cypher could have comboed into a dash attack or more. Now C4 to try and get the trap. I like the back air setup, but MVD just not able to successfully lock down the Shark and able to do so down smash coming out, and that angle, man, I'll never get past it. It's disgusting.
It's really disgusting. Much like this pressure that Goblin is exhibiting on MVD right now. Almost got a near kill off that air dodge. But now, like we were saying before, MVD has been abusing Goblin, just kind of running at him, getting that damage up. Even though he did get the stock, it could just still continue to snowball in his favor.
Unfortunately, though, that took 10%, not the end of the world. MVD would have liked there to be a little bit more. He tried to instant drop the C4 and catch Goblin on the ground. So Goblin swinging through that grenade was actually a best case scenario for him, even if he didn't close that stock. Now, though, MVD just barely missing the sticky Goblin playing it patient and grounded.
Oh my
Grenade
God.
into the Cypher. This is some old school MVD indeed. And using the Nikita to block that eruption, that up special, because Snivy, when you hit it, right, it starts going a little bit less distance. And Nikita has a hurt box, so you can kind of just keep it, angle it along with, so it gets hit all the way through and shortens it right up. Beautiful awareness from MVD. That is why this man is the chief veteran in the building today. I think he has been playing this game longer than some of the players in bracket. Wait.
This is like Bro, right?
Yeah.
Him and Wizzy and...
I was going to say, he and Wizzy may have been playing competitive Smash longer than some of the players in bracket today have been alive.
That's crazy to think about, honestly. That really is crazy to think about.
Hey, man, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen that from a Snake player.
That is true. That is true. But all right, switching things up, going to Hollow Bastion. Now, what is your opinion on the stage? Because I'm in favor of, like, this is a pretty good Snake stage.
I think this is a good Roy stage, and I think this is one of those stages. Okay, never mind.
I got fooled.
Snivy, once again, lying to me on the internet at least. We're going over to small battlefield build, and this stage very good for both these characters, right? The same on-field stage space as Hollow Bastion, something Nick District taught me yesterday. But instead of that big center platform, the low plats close, which are better for Snake, but they're close to ledge, which makes it harder for him to ledge trap, right? Gives Roy more options out of there. while still not being low enough for him to full hop to. So, you know, there's ups and downs, right? There's ups and downs. The downside is that there's nowhere to run away from Roy, and it can really hurt.
Yeah, it can most definitely hurt. Goblin just taking such a very good stock away from MVD in that sequence, ending with the jab back here. But MVD still is just trying to keep Goblin at bay at the ledge, trying to keep him just swinging in.
The empty crouches from Goblin, from MVD now, the C4 detonation just to keep him in shield, now holding him in place to say, hey, okay, I'm just going to line you up. Mortar, line, perfect, great, blow you up, see you tomorrow. And MVD now getting really tricky, right? But the worry about being so tricky in a game number 3 just for counter pick advantages, you got to do one more after that. And if you show your hand too far, there might not be any coming back.
Yeah, you most definitely do. And Goblin is just trying to just make this stock kind of just play out in his favor now, trying to keep this juggle up against Snake, but Snake is just so good when he pulls out those grenades, especially for those combo breaks, and MVD is one who knows how to just find those reversals so well, especially off those back airs.
And what you just saw from MVD was an instant Z catch where he pull grenade and then immediately Z drop and catch it as an item into another pull to drop the first grenade and then lob the second one back. Forward air sour spot to swing past ledge. Bro, that is so creative. My Snake brain is just like so excited right now. You have no idea.
Yeah.
He missed the catch on the grenade though, so he wasn't able to find the follow-up after that neutral air because you can neutral air shield, get the tilt into grenade and up. Anyways.
Yeah, MVD just having some planking action going on against Goblin right now. Just trying to find his way back to the stage, especially off this high recovery as well, but Goblin able to snipe it out with an up air. Now he just needs to just dish that damage back, but it's really hard, especially when Snake just has the minefield of grenades all around this battlefield.
Honestly, something MVD's done a really good job of is making Goblin lose track of C4. If you've seen a couple times now, MVD starts to detonate C4, which is frame 11. You can react to it realistically, and Goblin just has lost track of it. He starts to freeze every time he sees MVD look for it and most of the time it hasn't been where he thought it is. So that time Goblin froze, and MVD just said, okay, this time it is gonna be where you think it is, which is on you. So bye.
Yeah.
Taking the counter pick advantage for the set, which especially for a character like Snake against Roy, can be huge. Because now that you've won the break, right, you won on Goblin's counter pick here, which he's now going to go back to, suddenly you can either close out the set in the same place that you just won a game, so you're capable of doing it, or you get to go to your favorite stage that they don't ban, giving yourself potentially more space or a nice center platform to control the pace of play with throughout the rest of the set.
Yeah, and MVD has been doing a pretty good job in this turtle game as well, already just getting 81% as Goblin tries to just find that interaction in, but these DPs, these up Bs out of shields, or these up Bs straight up, have been working out for Goblin a lot. Just combo breaking, trying to get position back onto the stage, where he can kind of just redo the process of just trying to approach Snake, trying to approach MVD.
One grenade. I love the wave land there. One of two ways Snake can full hop to platform. It's that or back here. They have the same end lag, so really dealer's choice on whether you want the movement or the herb box shift. If MVD with the air dodge, but missing the fastball to give Goblin time to find the punish, but still found the tomahawk, keeping the pressure going. Nikita, though, not going to find its mark. Mortar going to be too slow to cover it. That was a C4 detonation, Snivy, with MVD covering it due to the timer and rolling off to have the iframes to get through it. That was so smart.
That was so well controlled.
He knew. He knew.
Yeah, and Goblin right now is still just trying to find the stock up on MVD, still just trying to follow off an falling up air to get the back air. The back air isn't going to quite do it there, but he's still setting up at the shop at the ledge, looking to get it. Still not throwing out any options. We're seeing that very diligent patience that Goblin has exhibited time and time again.
So I mean, watch this pressure here. The forward air going to do it. Just like that, Goblin found himself back in this game. He started to find an answer to some of MVD's tricks out of the corner. Jab, 1-2. He was trying to potentially condition for a roll to get a grab and reset, but didn't find what he was looking for. That F smash is because when your opponent is considered aerial, if they were to jump, the hitbox is actually larger, so it would have called him out significantly more. Or missing the timing on the up air though, and now MVD's slight mistakes are things like Goblin is just utilizing pure speed and disjoints to take advantage of.
Yeah, Goblin throwing that grenade right in the face of MVD. Unfortunately, it's not going to go up for you, my friend. But you still just need to just keep it on lock here, keeping things controlled. Jab didn't quite get the hit to get that back air, which was super unfortunate, which is what he really needs.
The down tilt into the grenade. Goblin was trying to get cheeky with it on his own. Nikita gonna get angled in a little too soon. It can be a little hard to predict that no matter how experienced you are, Snivy. Up smash, not gonna look for the spam though, trying to call it a get up attack, but Goblin playing it patient is able to just get back and reversal for free. This is an opportunity for him to get the lead, but I love the early Cypher. Because you have armor, Goblin going up to Shark because he expected the early drop off, and MVD said, fine, I'll do it with a back air because it's just going to blow us both up. I'm down with the trade, one stock situation, bets on himself, and just like that, Snivy, are we going to see yet another Game 5, or is MVD going to be one of the first folks today to close out a 3-1 and bring us home?
Well, off the DBZ trade, I would definitely hope that Goblin is barreling towards this Game 5. The people need it. We need it. We need this content. We need this content. Let's see if Goblin can keep up control of the center as MVD bypasses the shield, just tries to find these invasions inside his territory.
And I love that Nikita, it sends the wave related to where Snake is shooted when he finds it. MVD gonna close it out, right? Because that one sent towards ledge. The first one, and it was technically shot the other way, but because of wave bounce, it's still sent to the left. It's a real wonky interaction. Fantastic stuff from MVD and fantastic stuff from Goblin, right? You really saw MVD have to start to get really cheeky, really creative with some of those setups, some of the ways he was using his own body blocking and to cover things like C4 to bait Goblin into it. Got a lot of